Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm going to play 2 games of rapid chess in this video. Time controls 10+0. And just share my train of thought along the way. See who we get here. Daily Rapid Arena. February 23rd. Alright, game 1 of 2. E4. Alrighty. How about a Sicilian? What are we getting here? Alright. I'll go with the knight c6. Been playing the Sveshnikov some games recently. Maybe we go down that path. No. Bishop c4. U-turn. Not so common there. I feel that there's a valuable tempo in my future. D5 being the move. Now D4 is played. Okay. So positions opening up. I'm able to get this move in. Do I want to exchange first? I think I just want to go here straight away. Recapture with the pawn, of course. Bishop eventually coming here, I could consider this. Not that it's winning a piece. There's knight c3. All right, it falls all the way back. So I feel like I have improved on some known position, like I'm ahead a tempo now. I've been gifted that d5 move. So how do I make the most of this? Let's see. They're probably staying off of this square because of possible c4 with another tempo. So what's running through my mind here? Knight f6. Maybe also a capture and bishop c5. Maybe it's maybe best to just keep this tension. I'm leaning a bit more towards knight f6 now. I don't think the queen check does anything. Yeah, let's go with knight f6. I would love to see this capture before my bishop moves. Okay. So now this is crossing my mind to get out of this pin. So check with the follow-up queen. I'm sorry, a check with the queen, follow-up knight e4. Yeah, I like that idea. Also, I wouldn't mind a queen exchange either. So here. Oh, yeah. Queen exchange. Maybe then I go ahead and tackle this pawn. I'm gonna go with this one. If the bishop returns, well, falls back to d2 to throw a punch back. Queen b3 increases the pressure here and targets the b2 pawn. Knight block. Oh, okay, pawn block. All right, this was my plan. Another move here where moving forward, throwing a punch. Are they even going to react to that? Maybe not. Bishop d6, castles. This one, not quite sure where it belongs. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they're saying they're all right, giving up the bishop for knight here. I'll have to be a bit careful here because if I take with the bishop, laying in this fork. So, are there any tricks here? Because after a couple captures here, there's an unprotected knight. I'm really seeing how I take advantage of that, though. I think I do want to start with this capture, though. Not seeing anything happening here. Trying to coordinate on that square. My plan is to just recapture this pawn right now before I get hit with this and the pawn is hung on to. So I'm going to go with the queen. Not ideal, but yeah, if I'm developing that new piece, the fork is on board. So where do we stand here? Balanced material. I have the bishop pair as well as this isolated pawn. This seems healthy. Development with tempo. Scare that knight away. Also, I'm in a spot to post up on f6, which is healthy, controlling this square right in front of my isolated pawn. Get this break in, although this is happening pretty fast. I think I should first castle. Yeah, I'm gonna castle. I think, yeah, it seems around even. I can't really stop the knight from getting here. Rook to d8. I guess rook at d8. I'm gonna go rook d8. It's not the ideal arrangement. I think I would prefer them both on the center squares, but I wanted to be able to back off to this b6 square and keep pressure, however indirect, on b2. And I'm not so thrilled about, developing my bishop to e6 to babysit the pawn. Knight dropping here, the captures. All right, let me go ahead and improve this bishop right here. There is a pin as well. That's another note I could have been making here with the queen post on b6. So I could think about coordinating on these squares with the pawn. So this maneuver, if the knight goes here, all right, this is maybe something. The knight can't drop in now. I wonder how comfortable the queen is going to feel there once this rook is on c8. If I go for this, bishop blocks. Let's just put the bishop here, I guess, at the end of the day. It may not be the end of the world. I mean, even if there is a knight for light square bishop exchange, what are we looking at? We'd be looking at an opposite color bishop position. Opponent's playing very fast. Got to pick up the pace here. We'd be looking at an opposite color bishop position if the knight for bishop exchange occurs, and my center is strengthened. I can maybe shoot for e5, e4. We'll see. Okay, now let's parry the threat on h7. I also have my flight square on g6, or excuse me, g7. I could have maybe calculated a little bit there, but okay, this is still in the air. And this should be healthy. This should be healthy afterwards. Also probably unnecessary. Why there exactly? I mean, I guess in a way, if I could plant my pawn on h4, then the king isn't really ever feeling comfortable with the queen and dark square bishop still around. Alrighty. There's a weakness here now. Okay, I still have this in the air. It feels like I'm close to winning the exchange. This, that thing going on. Bishop c4. I don't know if I could really make that happen. Well, here, first of all, where's the queen going? So I am on that. Let's see. Is this a move as well? See, knight b4, queen here. I'm probably asking for trouble. I'll get trapped if I take that pawn. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, maybe. Working? It might be working. I guess I'll go for it. Position opens up for the bishops at the end of the day. Maybe my opponent has to sacrifice the exchange and they have a pawn for it at least, but we'll give it a go. Got two pieces on light squares. Everything's well coordinated, and bishop is the only unprotected piece. So this was my plan here, just a clearance sacrifice for this skewer. So this is a threat. Discovered attack against the queen as well as the skewer. And we are, at the end of the day, getting this skewer. I'm going to bank some material. Far from the end of the game, though. My opponent has a passed pawn that is well supported. Be trying to... Is there better? Probably not better. No, let's take the material. And actually a rook right here feels very good. Stable. The knights can't disrupt that rook for a while. Yeah, probably a good idea to blockade. So they're considering the king capture. Yeah, let's blockade. First things first. Put all my weight on this one. Yeah, 4 attackers, 4 defenders. I feel like that could wait. Maybe this one. I feel like the queen might want to post up on this light square. Doing a good job patrolling this 5th rank. I don't have to worry about any breaks to be disruptive to my structure. And I also have in mind with this last move b6 to negate the knight. And my bishop is under fire. Let's step up. King should be a sturdy defender. If they get wild with this, I have h6. Have enough control over the g5 push with these two. This a move? Queen takes, rook here, or maybe knight here. Wow, they really are going for it here, huh? I do have enough on this. That's a very weakening move. 4 holes are created. What would I like to have happen here? Queen exchange, for one. All right, rook there. Oh, I could get active with this one. Could also maybe go here. Give that queen a kick. I'm not really super thrilled about the queen hanging around here. Now, if I do that, I have to be careful about a knight getting here. Yikes. I'm going to start with this one. Let's control the knight. 3 minutes only. My rook controls a couple queen moves. Both my rooks. Okay, that one. Was not expecting that. Interesting. Okay. So they're ready to push and then crash through here. I have to definitely watch out for that one. Maybe I'd throw the knight in a pin, though. Wait a second. Wait a second. What if I just go here? Here, boom, 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 chop, chop. We keep chopping away. I'm not concerned about a queen check there. Yeah, I think I want to go for that first. If I take first and then go here, I feel like I'm giving my opponent a square too soon. So I'm going to go here. Missing anything? Don't think so. If the knight moves, we exchange rooks. My queen slips in. Okay, we're going for that. Let's chop first. I'll be winning a pawn. Chop here. Again, I don't mind that there's a check on f6. I'm taking like this. Queen f6, no big deal. I'm also on this square as well with check. Let's go right here. So even if the knight gets here, there aren't wonderful jumps, and I'm just there first at this point. I feel much more comfortable at this stage. Up the queen exchange, knight's out of play. Queen is invasive, but not yet tied in with any other piece. The timing is just not right. Rook takes, taking with the queen. Offer queen exchange. She's out of control active here. Queen exchange. 2 pawns eyed up. Let's see. All right, game continues. we just go hunting for a pawn. Track this one down with check. Guess. May have to weather a check or two. Yeah, I'm expecting that one. Maybe right back over. Let's not abandon this back rank. 2 checks in the air. Feels healthier. How about this one, actually? Oh, you going with that? All right, let's go. I'll go with this check now. Feel more comfortable with this arrangement. Keep a battery. I'm just looking for stability. I don't want to leave myself vulnerable in any way. I'm protected. So base point covered, covered, covered. This square is covered. This is an idea. Yeah, let me do that. At this point, I probably shouldn't care too much about losing this pawn. Yeah, I'm going to try and sneak in now. Think queen check first. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. Centralize my queen. There's only one move, right? I think she's better posted here, and now next up I'm looking at that one. All right, yeah. And I think they have to go for a queen exchange now. Queen check here and then try to play on time. Otherwise, I think they're getting mated. So queen exchange coming up. Activate the rook and just go into Pac-Man mode. That's the plan from here. I'll go 2. Shouldn't be able to save the pawns. Let's see. Having a think. Okay, no forks to worry about. Too great a distance between these. Just scare stuff away. Guess I could hang on to this. Hang on to all the material. Or not. I guess they're gonna land a fork. Boom, boom. Keep going. King has to step over. Could always sacrifice the rook for a knight. Right. Ooh. Playing on to the very end. This is a lot of time. 36 seconds. Okay. I guess we're going to the very end. Straight to me. Okay, we're going to play one more. Let's see who we get. Okay. Let's try an e4 game. Am I playing this one too much? Maybe. No, let's go with the knight f3. Said the bishop's opening. All right, we got the Philidor. All right, let's immediately challenge this pawn. Will it be maintained or not? Okay, that's definitely an error. Knight doesn't have its favorite square. And this bishop is that much. This bishop post on c4 now is that much more powerful. So feel like I should be able to do something on the light squares. This is the better bishop. Does it really intend on swiping my knight? Very risky what my opponent is doing here. I'm going to question it right away and prepare to go wild with my queen. So this move in particular is what I have in mind in the event of that capture, and we are seeing this. Problem here, problem there. Big issues on the light squares. Let's see how they address this. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I might have a mate. Check here. Man, that is close. Wow, that is so close. My mouse got stuck there for a second. Bishop f7, king there. Another bishop check, king there. I'll start with the check. And maybe even, wait a second, check here. Is there a mate? Another check. I feel like I could, I'm going to play where I just open another line. Also, what might happen, the knight goes here to defend, and then it's mate on the spot. The king's in the open, light squares are irreparable. Wow. That's fancy. You could always get the pawn back. I'm just going to take. Same story here. We're going to have mate if pawn takes pawn. Knight there. Could defend like this. Same story. We're looking at mate. Pre-move mate. They're not going to bite. I'm not worried about my bishop being trapped here on f7. Could always take here on d5. Yeah, they've seen it at this point. The mate. And if you, it's all clogged up here. Okay, knight check. It's all clogged up here where if you want to move the knight to move the bishop, to move the rook, but as soon as you do that, there's a cost. All right, queen check is my first thought, and I probably should just go with it. You have to block here or undo the move, and that's not appealing either. Because this one, in a pin, I'm just firing away at the pinned piece. I'm going to win a piece now. Okay. Just up the piece here. Yeah, so f6 really shouldn't have been played after d4 either. They play knight there to support the pawn, or take on d4. Alrighty. It's the most efficient way. Could take the knight. The knight's in a pin though, it's not going anywhere. Let's continue to develop. These moves I'm looking at. Also castle. We'll go with this one first. Here I could take. There's a pin here. I'd also take the knight with check first. I'll go with this one. Nearly mate. Chop, chop, king back. Queen takes rook for mate. Plenty of ways to do it, being off the piece. Okay. Piece number 2. Is there a mate? Still not seeing the mate. It's been close many times. I'm just not seeing it though. Take the pawn. And maybe let's just castle. Prevent any queen b4. Getting the queens off. And move in for the kill, I guess. Here, looking at these two. Mate one threat. Knight's on it. I don't care about these. In the end, I'm still on this one. Okay. If this one, what do I have planned? I guess I could increase the pressure. Let's not give up too soon. On c7, rook here, there, this, chop, chop, mate here is one way. This could also be a mate. I'm looking at intersection squares, trying to connect with my furthest advanced pieces. Clearly a focus here on c7. That one grabbed my attention as well. Not sure what moves to consider here for Team Black with these two threats. It seems like that's the only one if you're going to continue. This, here, here, check, there, here, setting up a discovered check. Call it even on the clock, no issue there. And just going back here to the beginning. Whoops. Going back to the beginning. Right here after d4. Okay, I think they moved. Did I go with this one or a capture? Oh, the opponent played queen there. Mouse slip, I guess. They wanted to take the pawn, I guess. Okay, I'm going to call it quits right there and just stick with those two games. All right, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.